My name is Spencer Priest. I live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and today I'm launching a Patreon for Scoped Exposure. Here's why. I grew up in a scene and in a part of Canada where a lot of tours would get skipped. A lot of bands wouldn't even think about touring to our scene. I complained about it for a long time, and then I started to ask myself, well, what am I even doing to help make a shift in creating a spotlight onto my scene? I've always been playing in bands, but I felt like I could do more to maybe help out in that way. And I thought, well, maybe if I pick up the camera that I own and take a couple videos and document my scene, maybe booking agents, labels, and bands would see that, oh, there is a scene in Western Canada, maybe we should add that into our tour routing. Even though it is a jaunt to get there, you know, there's clearly people here that love hardcore. And I think that initial idea of just filming local shows that was it. There wasn't a thought about how it would evolve into anything else. You know, I would film a regional fest, and then I would come back and add more production. I ended up moving to Calgary, and then I would film hardcore shows and festivals totally outside of the province. And only a few years later would start to film festivals in the States and other parts of the world. And the excitement and that momentum as far as giving back and then getting cool opportunities has been an ongoing spiral for me, and it's kept Scope going 5 years strong, where we filmed over 400 bands worldwide. A lot of people know Scoped as well through our podcast, and that started as something just to interview people locally about hardcore and their bands and the things that they had going on. And then when COVID hit, we had to do stuff over Zoom, and that just opened things up to be able to interview whoever around the world that we wanted to. At the time of making this video, we've done over 250 podcasts. And again, that cycle of being able to be creative and getting a cool opportunity would just continue to grow the overall strength of the show and allow us to be one of people's favorite hardcore podcasts. The day I'm making this video is the day of my 30th birthday. And every year I kind of look at the year ahead as far as, you know, it being so early in the calendar year. This birthday specifically, I'm thinking about the decade ahead of me and what I want to focus on creatively in the next 10 years of my life. And I think the reason I hesitated to start a Patreon is because I wanted to be able to build this project the way that bands build their own empires, being DIY, going after things solo, not asking for handouts. And I truly believe that we have done that in the last 5 years. And today is the beginning of a brand new chapter for Scoped Exposure, and hopefully the biggest year that we've ever had. Wherever you're watching this video, there will be a link of some kind, but you can go to patreon.com/scopedexposure. There's a number of different tiers that we've listed, anything from $5 to $20. With Patreon support, I believe that we can cover more bands around the world, output sets way faster than we've ever done before, and at a quality level that we've never currently reached. I believe that the podcast could increase the amount of times that we output a week. We can add more shows, we can interview more big guests, maybe even do in-person interviews. Outside of live set videos and podcasting, there's a million ideas I have for Scoped Exposure that are either right here or in a notebook somewhere. And I realize it's time to ask the hardcore community how much they want to see from Scoped. And if you want to see more and you want to see us grow, this is the way to do so. So if you're watching this and over the years you've felt like I've helped your scene, your fest, your band, your label, or maybe you just get a lot of value out of having Scoped Exposure in your feed, I would love if you would consider signing up. I really believe in Scoped Exposure, and I'm super grateful and proud of everything we've done in the last 5 years. And I can't imagine with any amount of Patreon support what we can do on our way to 10 years. So that's it. I leave it in your hands. I cheers my bev to anyone who's going to sign up or has already. Even if you can't sign up right now, I would love if you could share this video with friends, family, anybody in your scene that you know fucks with Scoped or should fuck with Scoped. Thanks again for watching. Patreon.com/scopedexposure. Cheers.